The Nintendo Switch OLED makes a positive impression as soon as you turn it on. The gorgeous new 7-inch display immediately draws you in with its super slim bezels, perfect blacks, and vivid colours, to the point where you'll wonder how you ever made do with the original Switch's lackluster LCD panel. But it isn't just the alluring OLED display that makes a strong first impression. The enhanced speakers, which are now hidden neatly underneath the console's main attraction, are noticeably impressive. The Switch's iconic click has never sounded so crisp and clear, and we didn't feel the immediate urge to reach for a pair of headphones when playing our favourite games. We also enjoyed the console's completely redesigned kickstand, which now spans the entire rear of the unit. It's reminiscent of Microsoft's excellent adjustable stands for its Surface line of devices, and it comfortably bests the original Switch's flimsy plastic stand, which could barely prop the console up. It's a massive upgrade for tabletop mode users, and helps to elevate the console's overall build quality in the process. The 64GB of internal storage is another big tick in our book, as you're getting twice as much space as the original Nintendo Switch and Switch Lite. And thankfully the console still comes with a micro SD slot, so you can always add more if you need it. So far so good then, but Nintendo has shamelessly overlooked one of the 3 core pillars of the Switch experience: TV mode. And the new console is a bit of a hard sell as a result. The company has seen fit to redesign the console's dock, adding smoother edges, a LAN port for those of us who like to play online, and more breathing room for the console to rest inside comfortably. But you're still capped at a 1080p output, as there's no 4K upscaling, nor any other benefits for Switch players who prefer playing on their televisions. It means that whenever you dock the Nintendo Switch OLED, all of its main selling points are suddenly null and void, which kind of boggles the mind considering that this is a console that is supposed to cater for 3 types of play equally well. The lack of 4K output subsequently leads to a question that Nintendo will be unable to avoid when it comes to the Switch OLED. Why are the internal specifications the same as the original Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch Lite? It feels entirely at odds with the console's more premium feel when you load up the same sluggish Nintendo Switch eShop, or tired looking games that could have used a bit more processing power to make them feel brand new again. Countless titles and developers could have benefited from a refresh of the Switch's aging components, so it's a shame that Nintendo didn't respond to the clamour from both developers and consumers with the console approaching its 5th anniversary. Games will at least look prettier thanks to the console's new high contrast display, and for some, that might be enough, but we were hoping for more here. Thankfully, the battery is on par with the 2019 Nintendo Switch, so expect between 4.5 and 9 hours, depending on the game that you're playing. Of course, the main reason to pick up the Nintendo Switch OLED is to play games, not just ogle at the new hardware, and it's here where the Switch still excels. The Switch's library of games is jam-packed with some genuinely timeless classics: The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Animal Crossing New Horizons, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, just to name a few. And it's not just Nintendo's first-party lineup that makes the Switch an appealing prospect. The console is also home to fantastic indie games such as Hades, Celeste, Spelunky 2, and many more, which feel far more enjoyable to play untethered from your TV. It means there's a game to suit practically every player's tastes, and there are many more blockbuster titles still coming, including Breath of the Wild 2 and Splatoon 3. You'll have plenty of titles to play on your new Nintendo Switch OLED then. But the question still is, who is the Nintendo Switch OLED model for? And is it worth splashing the cash to upgrade if you already own the original Nintendo Switch or the handheld-only Switch Lite? Well, if you're new to the Switch line, the answer is definitely yes. This is the best version of Nintendo's ingenious console to date, and one that corrects many of the faults with the original model. Those who already have a Switch, and who primarily use it handheld or tabletop mode, could also find some value here, thanks to the console's gorgeous 7-inch OLED screen, excellent speakers, and redesigned kickstand. However, if you're a current Switch owner who primarily uses their console in TV mode, we can confidently say that the Switch OLED would be a luxury and not a necessary upgrade. The new Nintendo Switch OLED is the 4th iteration of Nintendo's home console, and it will set you back $349. We give it 4 stars out of 5.